And then Frostmoth, Bug Buzz. Wow, that Rillaboom took out well. That is, I believe that's AV.
Ooh.
However, that Ninetales holding on forces the Rillaboom into the self-KO. Let's head into game 2. I'm not really sure about the repositioning here. It feels like Frostmoth did well. You should bring. Oh wait, oh I gotta skip ahead.
So what kind of adaptations are gonna be coming out? Frostmoth felt very good, at least in the end game there. I feel like Circhester Frost, there isn't really too much that you really need to change. Although we do see a lot of change coming out. Maybe not. We'll let him keep thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean you
On the
are.
Snowpoint City Sabres side, though, I feel like what could you change there, though?
I mean, as for the Circhester Frost, you are up a game. You can afford mixing it up, trying out different things. The absence of Electabuzz felt notable. That ability to Electro Web things down, pull focus with Follow Me, and then also that Zoroark, not only for the mind games, but really, really powerful, fast hits from that Pokemon that, I mean, you don't know that is Zoroark. So when you're clicking your move, you don't know the speed tiers.
That is very true. I do think Electabuzz Follow Me can be very important, although the Electro Web, I don't know if it would really play in too much, because, I mean, Palafin was jet punching using priority move, and Frostmouth was just tanking hits regardless.
That's true. That's true.
But the Follow Me can be very important when the Ninetales isn't on the field clicking blizzards.
Alright, and into battle we have Palafin Garchomp versus Gallade Primarina.
Let's see, is the Palafin going to switch right out, or is it going to stick around? It's looking like it's...
I mean, looking at that throw punch, it's thinking if it doesn't get targeted, it can neutralize that Primarina because Primarina is so sound-based.
That is true. I've
such
never
a
thought
gamble.
about
It's
base
such a
Palafin
gamble.
attacking.
You have
What is base Palafin's stats anyways?
No one knows. It's not even a real Pokemon. It's like what are Ditto's stats?
Okay, it does go back though. That would have been very interesting to see. Arcanine coming out intimidates. Oh, but the clear amulet on Gallade preventing the stat drop.
And Garchomp going
with safe protect.
Just easy protect, doesn't want to take something crazy from that, like a Moonblast, just immediately hitting it.
Wide Guard coming out, expecting the Earthquake or Rock Slide, I guess.
Wow, that Arcanine takes a Hyper Voice. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all. But now, Arcanine, 4 times weak to water, is out on the field in front of a Primarina.
4 times weak to Sacred Sword from Gallade, too. Or not 4 times, 2 times weak. I'm not entirely sure what Arcanine's doing here.
It was there for the attack drop on the Primarina. The primary physical attacker on the opposing team.
The alternate world where physical attacker Primarina and Gallade not wearing a clear amulet. And well, Prim switching out.
That is unexpected.
Alright, Blaziken back in. We saw Blaziken next to Gallade last time. Stomping Tantrum going out, hitting that Blaziken slot. Jeez.
The Sash keeping it in though.
I'm not sure if that's a prediction or luck.
Flare Blitz, is it going to go into the Blaziken? No, it doesn't. Oh, that That did a lot of damage to the Gallade.
That was really good damage. Gallade not really physically defensive. I think it's like base 65, 70. Solid damage. You can get this Amoonguss?
Well, considering all the damage that the Arcanine was able to throw out before going away, this is... I mean, both targets are so low. Like, if Garchomp can just get a spread move out, I think that just clears out half the team if the opponent doesn't swap out.
Yeah, I'm just questioning the Palafin, right? You bring Palafin in, Jet Punch, and then just... You know, you're not counting on... I'm just wondering what Amoonguss is doing here.
That I can't tell you. He's chilling.
I mean, maybe it's like, okay, these Pokemon are low. Maybe the opponent's going to switch out to preserve that Blaziken later.
Wildcard coming out, predicting the spread for the double targeting.
Amoonguss going for the...
powder.
Yeah, this is
trying to keep Garchomp healthy. The Rock Slide getting blocked. What is Blaziken gonna do?
Blaziken Heat Wave maybe, or side coaching?
Wave.
Heat Wave coming out.
Amoonguss avoiding the attack. Foundation avoiding the attack.
Congratulations, everybody. We did nothing. Yeah. What? I mean,
he cleared the wide guard.
We cleared. Congratulations, everyone. We cleared the wide guard. But then also they're just our trainer here, it's Circhester Frost, being like, you know what? Now that wide guard's gone, I'm just gonna go stomping tantrum into Gallade. I've changed my mind.
Blaziken still being faster than every. Oh, I missed that Terra.
Yeah, it's Terra the Amoonguss out of that grass, so it doesn't take. I believe it was half damage from that Heat Wave that we saw from the previous game.
Yeah.
Coaching right into that Gallade. I mean, if Gallade gets that Sacred Sword off of a possible prediction, Stomping Tantrum, neutralizing that Gallade right there.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the double miss on the Heat Wave dissuaded them from trying it again. Clear Smog.
Amoonguss KO. Amoonguss, 1,000 years offensive Amoonguss.
Amoonguss Garchomp out on the field. Still got Palafin in the back.
Palafin's just chilling. Palafin's hanging out. Primarina coming in.
Primarina. And Zoroark. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Wait a minute, was that Zoroark on the first turn that used Hyper Voice on Arcanine?
Is that why it's swapped out? Oh.
Wait a minute, because then, like, Primarina Hyper Voice would be a water type move, and then just like that would have ripped the Arcanine, right?
You're totally right. You're totally right. Wait, that was. Oh my god.
That's crazy. Wait, what?
wait. So if it was actually Primarina, they had a much better chance of actually winning.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't though. They are in a more difficult position now because they tried to be sneaky with Zoroark. Right?
Yeah. Anyways,
that play backfired. Dang.
Zoroark Terra'd and Zoroark Primarina double targeted the Garchomp who protected. Amoonguss got a Spore into that Zoroark, and I mean, that Zoroark has one more sleep, has a guaranteed sleep turn. Primarina, I mean, it doesn't have a great matchup against Palafin. It can hit this Terra Amoonguss, it can hit Garchomp, but not Palafin.
Yeah. Palafin's gonna get a pretty safe switch in here.
I love Hero Palafin.
Clark Kent has taken off his disguise, or has taken off the suit and come back as Superman.
Garchomp going in. Was that? That's not Focus Sash. Is that just?
That's just natural bulk.
That is natural bulk. Yeah, that's that's the 4 HP that you put in the 4 HP EVs when you're finishing up your 252 set. Zoroark early wake up, going for that Terra Blast.
Stellar Terra Blast. I don't. Is that just super effective?
That is a lot of damage, but that Palafin is bulky.
It is. The Assault Vest playing its part there.
Garchomp going for that cleanup KO.
What is Stellar type Terra Blast? I actually don't know.
It is only. It's super effective against terastallized Pokemon.
Okay.
Interesting.
Throat Chop coming out though.
Throat Chop
neutralizing half its kit, half of Primarina's kit.
Primarina kind of predicting that though, just going for the Moonblast, taking out the Garchomp. It can go Moonblast into the Amoonguss as well, and also Moonblast into the Palafin. Quite frankly, the water moves that it has access to in Sparkling Aria or Hyper Voice, which would be water, aren't particularly effective in this situation anyways.
That is true. Now the problem is, which can you prioritize to try to get the win? Oh, Amoonguss going for Rage Powder instead of Spore there.
Yeah, Amoonguss just saying, just take me out. Palafin will do the work. Palafin has access to Iron Head, which should be probably a 2-hit KO or so. Let's see that.
Let's see.
Ooh,
oh,
3?
3, 4 maybe? Oh, but the citrus.
It actually has more HP than it did before, right?
Yeah.
The flinch.
And now the Spore comes out. There, the fate is sealed.
There's a world there where Primarina Moonblast the Palafin on that turn, and then it's this weird Amoonguss Clear Smog Spore game. But I mean, it's just gonna Iron Head. This is just a 2v1 beating up a sleeping seal? Otter?
Mermaid thing.
Mermaid thing. Pollen Puff going into that Palafin, just making this easy work.
Primarina staying asleep. She needs her beauty sleep.
Yeah, I mean, look how bulky that is. If this was a 1v1 of Prim versus Palafin, it would have gone different, but Amoonguss 2 KOs this battle.
Amoonguss the MVP, getting the most knockouts.
Palafin, is Palafin fraud? Palafin support Palafin? Amoonguss, offensive Amoonguss, the real winner here?
Yeah, I didn't know that Palafin retransforms at the end of the battle.
I've never seen that.
Anyways, that was a 2-0 victory by the Circhester Frost.
You know, I did not expect the match to go that way. The Circhester Frost pulled out a 2-0 victory against the Snowpoint City Sabres.
Circhester Frost was very strong. Both Frostmoth and Amoonguss pulling a lot of weight. I feel like like in the beginning, I do believe that Snowpoint City Sabres has a very high skill ceiling, but I think the trainer got a little too much into their own head and made, well, I guess one very interesting mistake that we even failed to catch initially.
Yes, the Primarina Zoroark in Game 2, if that was actually a Prim, that Arcanine would have gone down immediately. But then also, he knew that his Zoroark was Zoroark, but the opponent didn't, and was the Circhester Frost didn't, and was taking that chance. So possibly even going for a sacrifice play. but just didn't manage to capitalize on that. It is funny when you know that your Zoroark is Zoroark, and you forget that your opponent may not know that.
Right. I mean, we didn't even know that when it initially happened too.
Yeah, just completely missed it.
Wide guard coming out, expecting the earthquake or rock slide, I guess.
Wow, that Arcanine takes a hyper voice, not too bad. Which you're like, wow, that Arcanine took that blast really well. A little disappointed to not be able to see more coaching come out, but Gallade did great. Zoroark, Zoroark just doesn't seem as strong that as I remember it being. It just managed to miss out on several KOs. In fact, Amoonguss got more KOs this match than Zoroark did, and Palafin, even with that manual switch out, was able to do heavy damage to the Sabres.
That's true. Um, and like you mentioned about Zoroark's strength, I think Zoroark has its time and place. However, I don't think it had a very favorable matchup against the Circhester Frost lineup here, since generally you want to make use of its own immunities or the fact that you can sneak like a super effective Shadow Ball or something. So I just don't think that the Circhester Frost was the right opponent for it to shine. So I'm hoping later in the league we'll get to see some very sneaky plays going on.
I hope so too in the future. They've got two more games on the schedule for both teams, so hopefully we'll be able to see Zoroark really pull some either tricky moves or just crazy, just powerful attacks coming off of that dual stab normal ghost. It can hit almost every type for neutral damage. One thing that I want to touch on here is Amoonguss really got a spore off both games. Blaziken in the first game, Prima Arena in the second game. But had it not, had Prima Arena not flinched in that second game, we probably would have gone to a game two. But Spore is Spore.
Yeah, Spore flinches are flinches. Unfortunately, those sort of hexes are part of the game. So that said, Snowpoint City Sabres did a really good job in game two, um, especially since Amoonguss was also threatened because of its Terror Dark. Yeah, going back, there was still, I guess, more optimal plays. Hindsight's 2020 with the Zoroark stuff as well, but like I think they did a good job with what they had in game two, even if the results were unfortunate. And yeah, like you mentioned, it would have been, I think, very exciting to see a game three pop up from this.
Yeah, I think that once the Sabres go back in the locker room, maybe if these teams ever meet again in the postseason, that the Sabres, with some games under their belt, a little bit more practice, a little bit more team coherence, could flip the table and do a 2-0 to the Circhester Frost. I hope we see that, in the future.
Yeah. Regardless, I'm still excited to see what kind of sort of mind games the Snowpoint Cities Sabres can pull out in later in the league.
The next game on the schedule is a Scarlet Conference match. We have the Blueberry Hurricanes going up against the Alolan Islanders. Let's see if Komo'o can survive the rain from Pelipper and Archaludon.
That also sounds like a very exciting match coming right up.
And we will see that match next week. Thank you for watching First Paste. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Like and subscribe.
Or don't. You choose.
All right. Our next game on the schedule is going to be a. I'm going to do that again.
I can say whatever I want. This is going to get cut later.